Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Friday afternoon to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today in this matchup, this is the divisional round, the first postseason game of the season for the Orlando Wizards. As you guys can tell from the last episode, I explained like the season recap and the stats. And it turns out we did have a really good season in our hands. So I'm just going to check you guys out the playoff bracket. So this is what I like about having the playoff bracket in Madden NFL. It shows you who's going to be in, who will not be in, and what they are at. But it could change. It does change throughout the year if teams are keep on winning. So our opponents, the Philadelphia Eagles, they did beat the number 6 Philadelphia Eagles did beat the number 3 New York Giants last week in the wild card episode, and we're facing them again at Disney World Stadium in Orlando. And pretty much I'd have to say this episode was probably a rematch from yesterday's. If you haven't seen it already, I'll have the link to the video, and I'll have it from last season's NFC Conference Championship game if you haven't seen it already. So without further ado, we'll see you at kickoff time.
It's the NFC Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. It's the Orlando Wizards taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right, here's the NFL divisional round for the NFC. The winners of today's episodes, the winner of this episode will advance on to the NFC Conference Championship game, and the winner between the Buccaneers and Bears will advance on as well. So Marquise Lee, he is ready to return a kickoff here for the Orlando Wizards, and he gets stopped at the 37-yard line. This will be a first down and 10. We get to see Jaylon Jefferson, the Florida University product, steps onto the field for the first time, and we're going to use a fake screen wheel off first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. So Jaylon Jefferson, he is going to throw this to Rob Gronkowski. He actually drops it. So he was going to catch it, but turns out he dropped it. So it's now going to be a second down and 10. So Jaylon Jefferson, he is going to throw this to Chris Godwin. He actually catches that one-handed, and he jumps it into the end zone for a touchdown. And that was a 63-yarder, and the Orlando Wizards will lead it 7-0 here in Disney World Stadium. Okay, now this will be a first down and 10 from the 29-yard line here in Orlando. So the Eagles are just going to run the football with Miles Sanders, and he gains about 8 yards on that play. So it's now going to be a 2nd and 2 for the Philadelphia Eagles. We are going to blitz here on the defense. So our defense went auto-flipped. So they're at the 37, and it looks like that he's going to get sacked. The ball is out. Apparently, Bobby Wagner claimed that fumble recovery for the Orlando Wizards, and that is going to be Philly's first turnover of the game. We're going to use some inside zone here for the Orlando Wizards. So Jaylon Jefferson's going to hand the football off to TJ Yeldon, the former Jacksonville Jaguars running back. He gained about 8 yards there on that carry. And we're going to use another inside zone play on 2nd and 2 now from the 18. And TJ Yeldon, he gets stopped there at the 14. 2 rushes and 12 yards in. And this will now be a first down and 10. So we're going to use another inside zone call at the 14. So we really didn't see TJ Yeldon from the middle to the end of the season. And he gets a touchdown. He gets his first touchdown of the postseason. We really didn't see him a whole lot in the middle of the season, but you saw him a lot more in the beginning games of the season. So the first few games, he did pretty well with the Orlando Wizards. All right, now 2nd and 6 from the 38 with only a minute and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. And the ball is knocked out. Philly recovers, and they get stopped at the 36. So it's 2 for 2, 3 yards, and it's now 3rd down and 8. Now we're going to blitz here on the defense at the 36. So there's a minute to go in the first. So Zach Ertz, he's going to claim this reception here for the Eagles. And it looks like he is going to run for it, it looks like. And he gets a touchdown for the Philadelphia Eagles. That was a 64-yarder. And the Wizards are still leading this 14-7. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Orlando. So Marquise Lee, he's ready to return the kickoff here for the Wizards. And he gets stopped at the 30-yard line. And that's going to be a 1st down and 10. And we're at the 46. So they're going to use a slants route. And I'm thinking about throwing this to Chris Godwin. So Jaylon Jefferson throws this to Chris Godwin. Uses that juke move. He's going to use another juke move. And it looks like he gets this into the end zone. He does a front flip there. And it's a touchdown for the Orlando Wizards, 70 yards there, and it's going to be 21-7 here at Disney World Stadium. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. All right, now 3rd down and 9 from the 37-yard line, and it looks like that Carson Wentz, he is going to get sacked. The ball is out, and the Philadelphia Eagles do recover, so they lose a lot of yards there on that play. Orlando has 3 sacks defensively. And Tyler Lockett, I'd have to say, he will return this punt, and he punts it away. The Eagles and Tyler Lockett, he's only had 1 punt return for a touchdown this season. And he does get stopped at the 45-yard line. So that's going to be a 1st down and 10. So we're going to do a run play with Quentin Adebayo, the strong power run play on 1st down and 10. So Jaylon Jefferson hands it off to Quentin Adebayo, and he uses that juke move. He gets stopped at the 47 for a gain of 8 yards. We're going to use the P.A. Burke X cross. So that's going to be a 2nd and 2. So Jaylon Jefferson, I'm just going to run it in, and we easily get that 1st down. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 39. So we're managing this pretty well, I'd have to say. So, anyways, 1st and 10. Jefferson, he throws it to Gronk, and he gets stopped at the 26-yard line. We'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now we're going to use the stick and nod pass play on 1st down and 10 from the 13. And Jaylon Jefferson throws it to Rob Gronkowski. He uses a stiff arm there, and he gets a touchdown. This will be his first receiving touchdown of the game, and we're going to use a run play, actually. So we're going to use some goal line. We're going to use a power O featuring Adrian Peterson, the former Minnesota Vikings running back. So AP, he gets it in easily. That's going to be 2 points for the Vikings, for the Wizards, and Orlando takes their lead 29-7 here at Disney World Stadium. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, and they're going to throw the football to the receiver, Zach Ertz, and claims that 1st down. There is a 5-second runoff here for the Eagles, and the Eagles are going to throw that. It's going to be an incompletion, 4 for 5, 75 yards, and 1 touchdown. And we're just going to use a simple passing. They're just going to use a simple passing play, and that's going to be a 1st and 10. The Eagles do take a timeout whatsoever, and the clock's winding down. So that'll be a 1st and 10. So 49-yard line, 58 seconds left in the first half. And they're just going to run the football. They're actually going to throw the football, and that was a pass deflection. So 2nd down and 10. So it looks like They're at the 49-yard line, so 54 seconds to go. And it looks like they're going to throw this to Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz, he might get another touchdown out of this one. And he will. Touchdown, Eagles. All right, now it is kickoff time here in Orlando, Florida. Marquise Lee, he's ready to return for the Orlando Wizards. And we're just going to use a magical kickoff return, and we get stopped at the 32. And we'll see you guys in the second half. All right, now first down and 10 from the 31-yard line. And 3:55 to go in the third. So Miles Sanders, he runs the football, and he gets stopped at the 35. So that's going to be a second down and 7 now here for the Philadelphia Eagles. So they're at the 35, only 3:23 to go in the third. Miles Sanders runs for the ball, and he gets stopped at the 36. Third down and 6 now. And we're ready to blitz on defense. Hopefully we can get an INT in the third or fourth quarter. So they're going to throw that. That's going to be out of bounds, I'd have to say. But it's fourth down and 1. We're ready to return the punt. We got Tyler Lockett as my return man here for the Orlando Wizards football team. So Tyler Lockett, he is ready to return. And he gets stopped at the 24. And that's going to be a first down and 10. So we're going to use a PAY glance pass play. And first and 10, 24-yard line, Jaylon Jefferson. What do? I'm going to throw this to Rob Gronkowski. He gets that first down. 2:15 to go in the third. 6 for 7, 201 yards for Jaylon Jefferson in this game. So he's been having a great year. He hasn't really thrown any interceptions from what we know of. But Quentin Adebayo, he runs for it. He gets stopped at the 49. We're going to use a PA read on second and 5 now for the Wizards. And Jaylon Jefferson, he is going to throw this to Kenny Stills. He used that nice spin move there. 7 for 8, 215 yards and 3 touchdowns. And we're going to see halfback drive on first down and 10. So Jaylon Jefferson hands it off to Quentin Adebayo. And he gets stopped at the 31 there. 50 seconds to go in the third. We're going to use the stick pass play. And I'm thinking about using a run. I'm going to run this out anyway. Jaylon Jefferson, he uses that run in, and he gets stopped at the 15. We'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. Okay, now this will be a first and goal from the 3. And Jaylon Jefferson, he throws this to Marvin Jones. That's going to be a touchdown for the Orlando Wizards. This will be Marvin Jones' first touchdown of the game. And they will lead this 36-14. We're going to take a break. Okay, now they're going to try to convert on 4th and 22. So if the Eagles do not claim it, the first down, they're going to throw this football, and they actually do. Jalen Reagor claimed that reception, 171 yards for Carson Wentz. And that was a 33-yard reception. So we're going to use the zone coverage here for the defense. And that's going to be a first and 10 with only 2:20 to go in the fourth. I'm thinking they're going to throw the football there. That's going to be incomplete. So the takeaways, we've had the number one in takeaways this season, and we had only one takeaway, and it was that Bobby Wagner fumble recovery in the first quarter. So Carson Wentz, he gets sacked by Cam Jordan. All right, now third down and 12 now from the 46-yard line here in Orlando. The Eagles are going to throw this football. That's going to be incomplete. So this will lead into 4th and 12. And they're going to try to convert for another 4th down conversion. So they're at the 46 with only 1:52 to go. And it looks like they are going to get intercepted by former Philadelphia Eagles safety Malcolm Jenkins. He claims his first INT of the game. And we're just going to use the HB Power O at the 24-yard line. The Eagles do claim their second turnover of the game. TJ Yeldon, he runs the football. He's going to use that juke move there, and he gets stopped at the 30. 4 rushes, 33 yards, and a touchdown. And I'm just going to use a simple goal line run play, I'd have to say. But I'm just going to swap out for TJ Yeldon. I'm just going to use some TJ Yeldon and use the power O. 1:23 to go in the fourth. We're easily going to beat the Eagles. And we will advance on to the NFC Conference Championship game between either the Chicago Bears or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It would be nice to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because we play them twice in a season. That would be our third or fourth. Actually, it would be our third because, well, fourth because we have preseason with them, and they're going to move the chains, and we're just going to use another simple power O run play, and they're at the 36, so 35-yard line. So TJ Yeldon, he's going to run the football, and he gets stopped at the 18 there. 7 rushes, 85 yards, and a touchdown. So if he gets 15 more yards in this game, he will have at least 100 yards rushing, which will be good. He uses that juke move there, and he gets stopped at the 15. This ends the game here. The Philadelphia Eagles lose, so they're eliminated, and they do not advance on to the conference championship, but the Orlando Wizards do, in fact. All right, Jaylon Jefferson, 158.3 pass rating, 8 for 9 there, 218 yards and 4 touchdowns on the day. Carson Wentz, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT, 110.4 pass rating. TJ Yeldon, 8 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown with 9 broken tackles. So he did pretty good in today's episode as well. Zach Ertz, he had 113 yards, and Chris Godwin had 133 yards. Both scored 2 touchdowns in today's episode. Marvin Jones, he had 1 touchdown, and Rob Gronkowski also had a touchdown. Defensively, Janoris Jenkins had 1. Actually, it was Malcolm Jenkins that had the INT. It might have been Janoris. I don't know. I could be mistaken, though. Rodney McLeod Jr. had 1.5. Marcus Davenport had 0.5 sacks as well. So did Cam Jordan. Quan Alexander had 1 sack. Gerald McCoy had 0.5 sacks. So that wraps it up. And we'll see you guys in the NFC Conference Championship game.